Alrighty. Oh, ow. I bumped my knuckle on my desk. I'm already beating myself up. The cruelty. Early mornings are still cold around here. Damn. Come on, man. It's almost April. Give me some of that warm weather. Highest temperature we've hit so far is 45. Just don't get me wrong, 45 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. I know a lot of people out there in the world use Celsius. Well, we use Fahrenheit. And the highest temperature it's been lately is 45. 45. Okay. Righty then. Let's just hop right into some roulettes before I run. Actually, before we do that, let's head to the Golden Saucer. Gold Saucer. Boom. I'm gonna do my daily mini cact pot. Shake it, shake it. The sounds of enjoyment. Alright. Remember how bustling this place was while everybody was grinding MGP for the car? Oh god, that was great. This is like the place was absolutely fucking stuffed. Like you could not fit anywhere. Give me my ticket, boy. Come on, come on. Come one, come all. Drawing number 3,139 of the mini cact pot is here. Care to try your luck with a ticket, sir? Indeed, I would care to try. Gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Aww. They tricked me. Come on, man. I just wanted that 132. Donatos Afiel, welcome to the stream. Good morning to you as well. How are you doing this fine, fine morning? Thank you for purchasing. Would you like to play again? Yes, give me my other ticket. Okay. Ah. Nice. Yeah. Yes, give me my third ticket. Morning, Robinon. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I definitely can't win the main pot, so... Damn, only 180. Thank you, sir. Good thing that resets at 11, so this afternoon I can hop in and grab the next ticket. Alright, so that's all I want to do with the Golden Saucer. Space of Tente Lucia. How you guys doing this morning? I hope well. Feels like a morning for me, because I gotta work. Gotta go to work in about an hour. But, so does every day after one of my days off. Oh. Alright, that jumped me. Okay, let's check in with more retainers. See if they've been getting me money. I hope they've been getting me money. I like to get money. I have returned, love. Do you have a hotel? Okay. Ah, there we go. Dodo egg. Alright. Oh, she's oh crap, she's 23. I could have given her a better venture to do. Yeah, now I have to wait for her to do that one. Damn it. Very well. And I didn't have her selling anything, I don't think. Nope, we're good there. Okay. Hey, Pyrrhus. You rise just as I'm going to sleep. Well, get some rest. Oh, you're just falling asleep. Rest, rest, go, go. You need them sleeps. Especially if you work tomorrow. / today. Don't have too much fun. I'm sorry. When playing FF14, that request cannot be accepted. Too much sport, so I have to take a break. So dungeons it is. Too much sport. Too much sport. Which sport are we talking about? What did I tell you yesterday? After reaching level 80 and clear the role quests that job belonged to, a final job quest unlocks for the pre-Endwalker job. Final job quest unlocks for the pre-Endwalker job. I am aware of that. I did that for Dark Knight after Shadowbringers. I need to do that for my Sam. I still haven't done that. The problem is they don't mark it on your map, so you gotta kind of go look for it. Or do what everybody does in this case, especially when it's been a whole expansion later. Google it. It's like, where is my class level 80 quest? Then, you know, you hunt it out. Actually, we could do that real quick for Sam, because I haven't done that for Sam yet. So, yeah, we can definitely do that. Wait, why do you randomly have... Okay. Oh, wait, did I think I had items selling with her. I totally ghosted that. Alright. I definitely don't need to keep sending you on the right side adventure, Highland exploration, mining. Send you on mining. You can do that, right? Quantity requirement. Aww. Okay, can't send her on that yet. Wait, what level? Let me double check her level. 11. Okay. Sorry, messed up my pronouns. Wait, you use pronouns? Where do you use pronouns? Wanted to tell you yesterday after reaching level 80, clear the role quest the job belonged to. Huh? I'm sorry, I'm totally lost where pronouns were mentioned. My chat is at the live chat, right? Yeah, it's at the live chat. It's with Makoto. Oh, inside my brain, it sounds like dial-up internet. Like, I must just have woken up. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing the pronoun thing. Like that's what's in my head right now. I'm lost. I wake up at 9 to get to work at 10. I'll be fine. Okay. I'd like to wake up a minimum of 2 hours before work and do something casual, relax, chill, you know. It's really cold this morning. 1 day running 1 day bench press. And then repeat. You need to... Okay. Yeah, that's actually a good exercise, especially if you have, especially if you, well, I'm supposed to be preaching to the choir, but as long as you don't, you maintain like the same weight until it becomes easy, and then you add on to it, each time. I know that's a given, but you know sometimes I've seen people totally like just either stay at the same weight or for some reason they feel need to up the weight every time, even if they haven't gotten used to the previous weights. Alright, have a good one, Pierce. Get some sleep, brother. Alright, so... Assigned venture, Highland Exploration, actually. 30. 30 what? Oh, this a skill to be gathering. Okay. Alright, we'll give you that one. Have fun. Alright. So yeah, let's switch to Samurai. So if it's with Makoto, then we gotta go back to Hingashi. Specifically, Kugane. Both worth the stuff. So on the day of rest, I finished another Aroma-born relic weapon. That's quite the regiment. Day on, bench press. Day off, a Realm Reborn grind. You're doing those reps in 2 forms. I still don't think I've done the relic grind properly in Aroma Reborn. There's a lot of small things I haven't done in FF14 yet. Which is kind of awesome. There's so much more I got to do. Just so much more to enjoy. Even the day I catch up, I feel like I'm still going to have plenty to do. Alright. Legend of Mususai. That must be it. Actually, there's a way to test that, right? Like, if I switch classes, I can't grab it. Yeah, it's with Makoto, too, so that's gotta be it. But let me check. Yep, it locks. Okay, yeah, that's the... Whoops. The Legend of Mususai. Alright. Shroud, how good of you to pay me a visit. And now of all times. You see, I'm about to depart for Eorzea to visit Master Musasai's grave. So tell him of our victory over Yugetsu. That you should come to me at this juncture is most fortuitous. Would you do me the honor of accompanying me on this journey? Well, of course. He was my sensei. Thank you, my friend. Unless you wonder, I have not forgotten about Momozigo. I would call on him as well. Upon arriving, let us first go to the quickstand. Agreed. Alright. Ooh-la. Matse Mania, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It could be insanity inducing the Aroma-born relic grind. I've heard. Heard a few times. It's a little nutty. You're like, oh my god. Then again, it kind of should be, right? It's a relic grind. It's a rare. It's a rare item. It's anything that's supposed to be like ultra rare. Should be hard to get, right? Like that almost that adds to its value, like the effort you put into acquiring it. Don't tell Blizzard. They might actually make a good game again. What? You mean if an item is hard to acquire and it can't just be bought from a store for a couple bucks, it adds value? Blasphemy! Oh crap. I didn't see the first slide. No! I'm curious as to what he has in store. You shouldn't keep Master Musasai waiting. Let's go to his grave first. The place was the Silver Bazaar, if I recall correctly. Come, let us be on our way. Crap, her first line must have been something along the lines of, either Momozigo was not there, or that he wasn't there. He was there, but has agreed to go on ahead. I shouldn't have double-clicked. That was bad. Great, but at work right now. Ah. Well, I hope work is going good. I hope it's not weighing you down, not bringing you down. I hope, if anything, it's allowing you to feel fulfilled and having a very productive day. And if not, well, I just hope you're doing well. I hope you are good. I hope you are vibrant, as your soul must be. I hope you are on the level or above. Great pep talk, Asmogan. You've got this down, bro. You should do therapy. Scholar, Bard, White Mage, not finished, rest done. Nice. Well, your chat's event section allows you to check. Check what? I'm sorry, my brain must have disconnected there. Relics? Or are you referencing something else? Alrighty. Yeah, all good. Iron IT. That's pretty good. At least you get to sit down, right? I don't know if it pays good right now, but I hope so. I hope so. I mean, I'm good in it, so nothing... Okay. Someone playing FF14? Well, I hope you enjoy my festivities while I play. Yeah. I love playing F14. This morning I was actually debating either playing this or Albion Online. Mainly because I just haven't played Albion in forever and just wanted to kind of check in the game. But then I reviewed it in my head, I'm like, I'm not really going to play Albion with any kind of regularity. And I just want to check in the game, and you know, that's not really stream-worthy. And I do play FF14 regularly, and I do want to play it regularly. And plus, the grinding I do in this game would actually matter in that regard. So, I was like, yeah, no. The town is much... almost said livelier. Livelier than I recall. And there are folk attired as samurai besides. Curious. But come, Master Musasai awaits. Indeed, Makoto. I really do gotta finish grinding out my, my samurai... glamour I was working on. Still missing the chest piece, I think. We did it, Master Musasai. With Shroud standing with us, we defeated Ugetsu and put an end to his madness. And your teachings, your legacy, they live on in the Sekizegumi. So please rest easy. Tis done. Thank you for accompanying me. Ah! I won't stand for this mummery! That sounds like trouble. Let us go and see what is afoot. Let's go, gang! Split up and look for clues. I assume you finished with MSQ? Yes, all the way up through Endwalker. I streamed my MSQ journey from well, I didn't stream a Realm Reborn because at that time I was playing the game casually and not streaming it. I didn't think the story was gonna be a big element because I was used to how MMOs normally work. I wasn't used to how FF14 handles its story. So when there was, you know, I was playing through it and there was that big reveal at the end of 2.55, you know what I'm saying? I realized what game I was playing at that point. It was already too late to stream that, but I streamed all of Heaven's Ward, I streamed all of Stormblood, I streamed all of Shadowbringers, and I streamed all of Endwalker. And I also did a lot of the... I've done most of the raids, if not all of them. Because the only one I think I haven't done is the Sky Pirates. Because I've done Invalus, I've done Omega, I've done Alexander, the Coils of Bahamut, I already said Alexander. Eden. I did Eden. Yeah, the only major raids I haven't done are near raids, Sky Pirates, I think one other. Might be wrong, but yeah, there's only like major content I haven't done yet. And obviously, I did Pandemonium. I started Pandemonium recently, and obviously, there's still more tiers of Pandemonium to come out as the post-expansion patches of Endwalker progress. But since those are not out yet, I've done what I can up to now in Pandemonium. So yeah, I've got over 900 or 800 hours in the game so far. And I started playing it about 5 to 6 months ago. Give or take. Yeah, I was a WoW vet of 16, 17 years before coming to FF14, so it was a great change of pace. I love the story-driven aspect of the content. Dressing like a samurai don't make you one. You bastard sully Master Musasai's memory. Okay. Those balls, it's you. Oh! Wait a minute. Aren't you the dude? He looks familiar to me. Wait, isn't this the guy we dueled like early on when I was leveling Sam? Yeah, because we were like doing the training stuff with Musasai, and there was that Lalafell who had all that samurai stuff, and he had this guy defending him, and we beat him up on a boat. I'm pretty sure. Or do I have the wrong guy? Nice, you're doing the robotic weapons. No, you're right. I am right? Okay. Awesome. I love it when I remember shit correctly. That's right, bitch, run. That man knows you, and Master Musasai both. I would find out who he is. I know who he is, madame. He's a bit of a disgrace. Who knows, maybe he's had a redemption arc since we kicked his ass. I would hope so. Danielle. Familiar fellow. What do you mean familiar? I know exactly who this is. Forgive me. I've learned my lesson. Since you trounced me on the ship, I've mended my ways. Oh, by the way, Matse Mania, if you... I do other FF14 content other than streams. I'm doing a FF14 Machinima series. I just uploaded an episode of that yesterday. It's only 4 minutes, give or take. If you want to go check that out on the channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. I always like to get the opinion of existing FF14 players and stuff. So... yeah, I just want to throw that. Also to anybody watching the stream right now, it's the latest episode of the Welcome to Eorzea series. It's a series of Machinima in FF14 I'm doing. It's kind of a parody satire series, but it's got I've written like actual backstory and stuff for the characters, so it's not just over the top meta Deadpool-esque humor. There is story with the characters and stuff I'm writing in, but for the most part, it's got a very comedic lint as a series. But yeah, just want to throw that out there. If you want to go check it out, I don't even mind if you hop out of the stream temporarily to go do it. It's only 4 minutes long, like I said, and I'd love to get everyone's opinion. I put a lot of work into the episodes, so it doesn't have a lot of views right now, but I'm a smaller channel, so that makes sense. You are that false samurai. I am Mr. Green, the bodyguard to a serial killer who thought he could take you on. But I've stopped selling my sword to crooks. I lead an honest life now, selling toad oil.
It seems to me the evil in this man has been excised. You have naught to fear from Shroud. Please be at ease, and tell us the cause of your earlier outburst.
You see, after I saw what a true samurai could do, I knew I wanted to become one too. So I sought Master Musasai out, hoping he'd take me on as a pupil. Only to learn he'd already passed away. Since then, I've been visiting his grave every day in order to get inspiration. Recently, though, someone's been telling the tale of Master Musasai's quest to right wrongs at the quicksand. On account of that, people started dressing up like samurai and flocking to his grave like it's some goddamn spectacle. But they're false. The whole lot of them. Falser than I ever was.
I had the honor of knowing Master Musasai, and the Master Musasai I knew would be glad if his tale inspired others to follow in his footsteps. And though he was a solitary man, he did not spurn the company of others. I don't believe he would mind the crowds.
Really? Well, I suppose you'd know better than me. But of course. Might be as Master Musasai is gone, but you were his pupil. I beg you, teach me how to be a true samurai like you.
I don't have time. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Oh, she tells him anyway.
Shroud has much demands on his time, and is not in a position to take on pupils. But if you are determined to learn, I invite you to come to Kugane. I can introduce you to schools of swordsmanship.
You mean I can train in the Far East, where it all began? I'd love nothing more. It'd be a dream come true.
Very well. A long journey is better with company. Let us return to Kugane together. Though I wonder, this someone who has been telling the tale of Master Musasai's quest. It seems to me it could only be one person.
Momozigo?
It would be a shame to have come all this way to not see our friend. Let us try visiting the quicksand again.
What I found interesting about the samurai class quests that I played through, I've said this multiple times while playing and streaming FF14. I've said it to myself off stream, and I'll say it a million times. The ability for people the ability for the writers of FF14, Ishikawa being a prime example, but the writing quality you see in FF14 is so good that even a relatively speaking short quest line, like the Samurai quest, they get you attached to Master Musasai really quickly. Like super effectively. And it's amazing. It kind of threw me off, if anything. Just how well they got me attached to him, and then led to his, well, spoilers, his death. And that was crazy to me, like, as I almost cried, like, and as people have watched my, my playthrough, it's not easy to make me cry. It takes a lot, or it either takes a lot or very specific things that I'm sensitive to. Watched it pretty close to the real first time experience as a Lancer. Glad to hear it. Yeah. And at any point, there's the other 2 episodes if you want to check those out. Put a lot of work into them. The other 2 are 4 months old now, though, but they're right on that playlist. It's a lot of fun making them, I gotta say. It is sad being a smaller channel with not a lot of exposure, so it's hard to get those episodes out to the greater populace. But I love them quite a bit to do. Sarah. I'm so sorry. Seraphica. Think I got it that time. Who were you talking about? Musasai? Yes. And then I was talking to Musasai, and then Matsumania came back, and
then I was talking about the FF14 Machinima I released yesterday, which is in the third episode of the Welcome to Eorzea series I'm working on, and yeah, so it kind of changed topics mid convo there, but yeah, first part of the conversation I was talking about how I was kind of praising FF14 and their ability to, the writer's ability to not only get you attached to characters quickly, but really empathize with their stories and kind of really hook you with their tale. And they do it in relatively a short amount of time. Like, it does not take a long time to get from the beginning of the Samurai Quest to the end of the Realm Reborn questline with Master Musasai. Like, it does not take much. And yet, somehow through that time, they're able to make you grow more attached than what takes like a 2.5-hour movie. It is helped that it's in the medium form of a video game. So because you're actively involved in what's going on, it's your character, so you feel more invested in what's being said, what's being done, the events that are being portrayed. That could be why it feels it's quicker to get attached to the characters that are introduced. But I do gotta say, it's only praiseworthy ever when you see it happen. Come on, almost cried. Almost cried. I mean, actually the thing is, I got in some hot water when I was streaming Endwalker, because, spoilers real quick, for anybody who's not played Endwalker, quickly mute the stream for like a couple minutes. But in Endwalker, when I got to the scene with, Vana, when she was, when the, you know, the Answers was playing in the background, and it was after we'd finished up in Elpis, and it was showcasing, you know, like, as the song was playing and really giving new meaning to the lyrics, as she was walking through that, you know, hellish time, you know, kind of metaphoric time wave, and getting smacked apart. For me, I felt emotional. Like, on the inside, I felt the same as the people who just bawled out crying. The only thing is, to make me cry, it takes a lot. Like, again, it's either very personal things that I can relate to directly. Those easily make me cry like that. But other than that, if I'm not like, if it's not that specific like pressure point of sensitivity I have, it's hard to get an emotion, like a physical reaction to of an emotion out of me. Because, you know, I've been through a lot in my life, so I tend to think that I'm made of sterner stuff, and I'm not really like bragging when I say that. I just think with everything I've been through, it's harder to draw out those emotions out of me and those reactions out of me. And when that happened, afterwards, I didn't cry. So a lot of people were really mad at me for not crying during that sequence with Heidelin. Heidelin/Vana. And trust me, I got plenty of comments. Don't get me wrong, the reaction clip of that I uploaded to the channel, most people were supportive. Most people, you know, I always tell this to any YouTuber or any streamer in general. Focus on the likes as long as they outdo the dislikes. If the dislikes are outdoing the likes, there is something in the comments you need to take to heart as a creator to push forward and improve about. But in that case, I did get way more likes than dislikes. I think if you look at the percentage, I was probably 70% likes to 30% dislikes, or it might even be higher than that. But the comments were rife with plenty of people who were just straight. One person said soulless people should not play this game, referring to me. Soulless, because I didn't cry. And even in the clip, I explained what I just explained just now. Like, it's not easy to draw out tears for me, again, unless it hits those specific pressure points. And that was close, though. Like, I gave credit to that scene. I was choked up. Wasn't crying, but I was close. I was about ready to bawl. But I didn't, because it just didn't go far enough. And trust me, it takes a lot. You have to basically beat me over the head with the emotional stick. And, like, so yeah, I got plenty of shit in the comments. Granted, the comments, again, are, widely speaking, just the vocal minority. In a good way and in a bad way. But, you know, I got shit for that.
And that's not going to be the last time. Like, as long as I stream FF14 in particular, the community around FF14 is so impassioned and loves this game so much. Likewise, like me. Like, I love this game immensely. Like, I play this off stream, I play it on stream. Though I did take a sizable break after I finished up Endwalker because I needed to recharge my batteries. Also, welcome Jenny said. Welcome Urian J. Got a hug and made you cry. Yes, like I said, that was a specific pressure point. Because that relates to the loss of my friend with cancer. And how I felt when I spoke with her parents after her death. Like, I basically went through that exact scene that Urian J went with Moonbreeda's parents, with the parents of my friend. Like, literally the exact same moment happened to me. So, for me, Urian J acted as a avatar to what I experienced when I met up with the parents of my deceased friend after she died. Like, I felt guilty that I couldn't do more to make her passing easier. I felt terrible that I had nothing to say to them to help comfort them. I didn't know what to do, didn't know what to say. I felt horrible. And when they met up with them, they just hugged me and they just said, we're just happy to see me. And we're grateful that I spent the time that I did with her. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting, I don't know, anger for some reason. Because I felt guilt that there wasn't more I could do. So for me, that specific sequence was just so surreal, and meta, I guess would be the term, that it got to me. Like, I was crying hard. So that's, like I said, it's a specific pressure points that gets me. But, yeah, like I said, the people who play this game are so impassioned that when they see someone else that they perceive as being less passionate, even slightly less passionate than they are, they immediately jump to the defensive extreme that, oh, they don't really care about the game, they're not really invested, they're not really paying attention, see, he's not crying, so clearly he doesn't care. You know, like that, and then they act vitriolically. And again, like we saw that with fuck, what's his name? Streamer who didn't really try out the game and skipped content, Quinn. Quinn deserved it, in my opinion, because the guy straight up just skipped content and then bitched that the content didn't make any sense or it sucked because he didn't bother actually playing the game. Which is his own goddamn fault. But that's a good example of the impassioned being taken. And then, you know, my own personal experience with it, which is kind of what I see as the negative side of it. You know, people go a little far for the things they care a lot about. But at the same time, I don't blame anybody for their response to what they perceive as less passion than theirs. I get it, I understand it, and that's why I don't hate or despise anybody who responded that way. I did troll a couple people in the comments of that video who called me soulless, because I thought that was a bit extreme. I did find that was a bit far, but widely speaking, I was like, okay, I get it. You love this game, you're passionate for this game, so am I. I'm not going to judge you for that. But at the same time, you left a comment on one of my videos, so I'm going to tease you back. So, I don't know. That was interesting. You got thrashed for skipping on one class. True. For context, for anybody who doesn't know, I also got thrashed because I, after completing A Realm Reborn all the way up to Shadowbringers, so I played the game all the way through, up to Shadowbringers, and I was leveling a lot of classes, and I was terrified of playing healer, any healing class, because when I played World of Warcraft, let's just say people had less than positive reactions to me playing healer, like telling me to KYS and everything. So I was used to that, and I guess I have PTSD. I'm not real PTSD, but I had such a bad experience with that. I had anxiety about playing healer in FF14. So what happened was Jenny and a former supporter of the channel and former friend of the channel, who only just recently abandoned it, offered to tutor me as a healer and offer me an experience to learn healing in FF14. So I was gonna level a white mage, but that particular afternoon they were available and wanted to play it and wanted to do it. So I said, okay, how about the... But they were, like, maxed out level, and I didn't want them to help me all the way from level 1 to 80. So I was like, how about I boost... I asked, is the class story really good? You know, is it worth playing all the way through and doing the tutoring session later? And I was told by pretty much everybody involved that no, it's kind of a tree hugger story. It's not really all that deep. So yeah, this one class is fine to boost. So I boosted White Mage. And then I made a video about it. And I immediately regretted that decision. People were less than supportive of that act. And again, I had played over 500 hours of the game at that point. I had finished the MSQ. And I still got... people reacted to it like I was Quinn. You know, like I had skipped a story, I had skipped other content. I only boosted the one class. I didn't think it was a big deal. I even explained it in the video that I boosted the class after consulting with my friends that the story wasn't bad. Oh, sorry, was not that great, and that I wasn't missing much by boosting. Again, I regret the decision now, after people's reaction was, negative. Because a few people straight up left a comment in that video saying, I stopped watching after he said he boosted. It was like, one class? That's it? One class? And y'all acting like I pulled a Quinn. I love that that's a thing now, right? Pulling a Quinn. I mean, I have done everything else. I don't know what I did. Oh, people were angry about that. Again, I've done some things to kind of spire some vitriol from this community, but again, it comes from a good place, right? It comes from a good place. At the end of the day, I almost am happy to see those vitriolic responses because of where it comes from. Like, the people who say and do that stuff are people who care. Like, nowadays, you do find those types of the World of Warcraft community, but they're usually just the spurgiest of spurgs who've only been playing the last couple years and are totally used to and satisfied with a really shitty game format, which is WoW. And they spend most of their days excusing all the bad content, from the story to the dailies and weeklies content and all that crap. In FF14, the people are actually enthusiastic about what they're defending. They're not pulling stuff out of their ass to defend it, because they don't have to really defend it. They just support it and they love it, and when they see someone again that they perceive as just not being as impassioned, they get a little on edge. They go a little far. But again, it comes from a good place, and I'd rather have that like vitriol than not. Because an impassioned community is a good thing to see. It's good to see that people care. Even if I am on the receiving end of some interesting comments. Yeah, I did play the healer role quest, both in Endwalker and in Shadowbringers. It was great. Best dwarf ever. All right, so let me hop in and do this real quick.
As I had suspected, Momozigo is indeed our storyteller, and as luck would have it, he's about to begin another session.
Awesome. Be good to catch up with Momozigo. Our best of buds. Oh, it has a straight up stage. Okay. It's kind of cool to see him in Yukata.
Gather ye around, one and all, and listen to my tale. tale that began with an unlikely meeting between a young adventurer and an elderly samurai hailing from the Far East. Known as Mususai, the samurai took on challengers upon the blood sands. Many answered his call, but none had an answer to his transcendent swordsmanship. For a time, it seemed that he would go undefeated. But there came one unassuming adventurer, wielding the katana, a foreign weapon he had theretofore never held. He fought with heart and skill to claim victory.
Oh, okay, good. He knows he's there. knows we're there. And of course he goes through the tale.
After journeying to the realm over, vanquishing evil together, never could the adventurer have imagined that, for his final test, he must vanquish Mususai himself. Left with no recourse, he drew his katana and faced his friend and master. A grueling battle unfolded, with neither side yielding a single ilm. The adventurer brought his all to bear, but he was matched at every turn by Mususai, who unleashed technique after deadly technique, betraying no signs of the illness that ravaged his body. But at the end of the contest of equals, it was the younger samurai who dealt the final blow to emerge the victor. His master had trained him well. As he lay battered and bloodied on the snow, Mususai demanded that his pupil finish it. Shuttering his eyes tight, the adventurer raised his katana. Whoosh! The blade traced a vicious arc. And cleaved empty air. The adventurer had excised the evil in Mususai, as Mususai himself had done for those who could yet be redeemed. So it was that the elderly samurai found peace in his final moment. It is said that his soul now rests atop the cliff of the Silver Bazaar, where he gazes out at the setting sun. And somewhere out there, the young adventurer continues his noble master's legacy, fighting for justice and vanquishing evil wheresoever it should exist. So ends my tale, the legend of Mususai. Thank you all for your kind attention.
Standing ovation. So only really popped in to say hi to Asmo. Oh, okay. If you have to head to bed, Jenny, head to bed. Actually, you should have been in bed already. I slept the full. I slept the full five-ish hours after we spoke last night / yesterday. You know, it's harder to do this with you lot in the audience, but it's good to see you all. Even Mr. Fake Samurai. You're doubtless wondering how I fell into my new calling. Well, during my trip to Kugane, I had the chance to hear a storyteller at the Mujikoza. I knew right away that this is what I wanted to do, what my gift of the gab was meant for. That was a masterful and heartfelt retelling. I pray that you will continue to share the tale of Master Mususai with all the world. You can depend on it. Though, of course, if I'm to be a storyteller worth my salt, I'll need some variety in my repertoire. Shroud, you're still out there doing your adventuring, aren't you? Don't you have any new tales to share that could make for a good yarn? To struggle to say the first, the hunt for Andrea. And the first one's kind of unbelievable, so... Head back to bed, you have a nice day, or I'll bite you. Don't bite me, please. I can only take so much abuse. Get some sleep. By the 12, your quest is right wrongs.
took you across the rift into another world. Truth really is stranger than fiction.
Especially in this world.
My thanks, Shroud. This would be a splendid addition to my tales. I'm afraid it is time we sought our ship. Brief though it was, I'm glad for our reunion.
I'm gonna train hard in Hingashi, and I'm gonna come back a real samurai. Just you watch.
If your travels should bring you to Kugane again, please come and seek me out at the barracks. Till next time.
I hope we have further journeys.
It's super weird to see you on at this hour. Well, I have to get up at around this hour to go to work because I work early in the morning for me. I got to get up at 3 a.m. and I head to work at around 5:10 ish. That's been my schedule. Normally, I don't stream at this point. I usually just I take a shower, I get clothed, I do all that stuff. But I took a shower last night, so I'm good there. And this morning I didn't really have any videos or anything I wanted to just listen to or watch while I do something grindy or casual before work. And I thought, hey, I kind of want to stream. I kind of want to chat, kind of want to hang, just do something, do a casual stream. So that's
Here we are.
To think that Pretender would have a change of heart and try to become a true samurai. The old man will be pleased. It goes to show Musasai's legacy truly lives on in you, Shroud, and it takes root even in the hearts of those you've sliced up. So keep fighting a good fight, my friend, and remember to visit me from time to time to share more of your tales.
Boy, do I got a few for you, my friend. It's 4:40 p.m. and you're in? Damn. That means we are a 12-hour difference. You see that guy training? Right away? That's cool. Oh. Southeast Asia. Gotcha. Okay. I know it should just be something that I don't, that's just casual at this point. I'm still kind of floored that the internet allows me to, like, hook up and connect with people who are literally not only in a different time zone, but are on the other side of the planet. I don't know, like, there's a lot of negatives with the internet, but that's one positive. I think that's, well, it's a positive and a negative, depending on the interaction. But that still floors me. I don't know. I'm part of the generation that the internet kind of grew with, though. So, I guess a kid who was born with basically an iPhone in his hand, not but a couple years ago, probably doesn't see the significance as much. I don't know. Like, it still blows my mind. Like, I grew up with flip phones and stuff and VHS. Like, the most hardcore, like, internet stuff was, like, World of Warcraft for me. And now we have all these social media and stuff. I sound old. I sound like an ancient old man. Alright, where is he? Is that him? Nope, that's not him. There's Makoto. Not in the barracks? Oh. He's with a bunch of kids. Oh crap, where's that? This time of Jerry VHS tapes when I was a kid. I watched Street Sharks on VHS tapes as a kid. Oh no. Yeah, it still blows my mind. Still blows my mind. With a bunch of kids training. Where are you training? Hey Nathan, you also watch Street Sharks? Yeah, I grew up with Street Sharks. It was a very weird show, but yeah. It was made before I was born, but I watched it nonetheless. There's a lot of stuff I grew up with on VHS that was made before I was born. all over the place. Yeah.
The interconnection of people over the interweb.
Is that internet thing still popular? You could say that, Grandpa. You could say that. Oh, good.
And in the land before our time.
So he's not in the barracks. Where would he be training? Hold on. Oh, there he is. I walked right by it. Can't talk. Gotta train. You must clear your mind and become one with the blade. He's not in sync with them. Work hard, my friend. Work hard. That's cool.
Yeah, it's little stuff like that that really just enhances the game. A little attention to detail from...
I commented about that, like, with Alpha running around, right? Like, you can run into Alpha just perusing the world. I think that's just as cool. It does so much to enhance the game. Like, it also makes what you do for content in the game feel more significant because they actually affect the world. Yeah, you could argue in minor ways, but still, it gives more credence to the stuff you achieve, which I love. That's how I knew you hadn't done it yet. Ah, right. All right, I've done that.
I don't really have time for much right now.
So I gotta head out in 15 minutes. You're near. So what's next for you? Well, I have plenty of things I want to do, but unfortunately I only got 15 minutes.
I don't know. What can I fit in 15 minutes?
I'm thinking. I think I can do at least one roulette in that time. I think, mind you. Yeah, we could at least do the trial roulette. That you can definitely do in that amount of time. We'll queue up for a trial and do that, look at the split, and off with some little action. Keep in mind, everybody, after the stream, I do want to recommend that everybody go check out the latest machinima I produced yesterday. It's really cool. It's only 4 minutes long, so if you've got a spare 4 minutes, I put a lot of effort into that machinima. It's the third episode of the Welcome to Eorzea series. Again, had a blast with it. And I think everybody will enjoy it. It's obviously I'm biased, but I think it's pretty funny and well edited. I always feel weird when I advertise other bit of my content that I've done. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm weird in that regard. You never know what to say about it. It's just like, Then the magical DPS Shadowbringers World quest line? Nope. Mainly because none of my... I keep pressing the wrong button. Whoops. Mainly because I don't have a class that's up to that degree yet. Which is funny because Black Mage was my first class in the game, and once I got Dark Knight, I kind of abandoned it. Unfortunately. So, oh, there it is. So unfortunately, I never got around to leveling Black Mage all the way to 80. I still got to do that. Gotta do that for Arcanist, I gotta do that. Despite the fact that's where I started the game, that's not where I've ended up. Drop on other world servers? One, if you're on a different data center, obviously we got inner data center. Oh, of course it's Nidhogg. Oh, I guess I'm main tanking. Okay. Alright, going. It feels weird not to have access to the Blackest Night. Oh shit. Damn you, Nidhogg! Come on, bad boy. Whoa! Oh crap. Forgot what we do. Actually, I kind of forgot Nidhogg was a trial. Although the first time we fight him, I think it is a dungeon. Oh, I could be wrong. Oh boy. Shit. Keep his ass pointed to the rest of everybody else. Oh shoot. Did everybody else die? Really? Nidhogg does not have the most complicated moveset. God, this music is still so great. Sorry, I had to say that. It's just listening to the operatic glory. PSLB3. Oh, whoops. Mall Walker. I just read that. Instead of getting called Mall Walker or some other weird titles, other expansions in WoW. Right. How NPCs recognize our character. Right. To be fair, they can do that though. They can recognize us as more unique titles based on like what we did between each NPC, because there's not as much voice acting. And it feels weird because growing up, like when I thought of video games, I always thought like the most important, like one of the biggest things. One of the biggest things. I thought was like important in like game creation, video games, stuff like that was voice acting. And I still kind of think it can really make an experience really solid in a video game. But when we're talking about MMOs or RPGs in general, where our character is not like a predetermined one, like if you look at a game like Legacy of Kain or Uncharted, where you're playing a pre-established character with a name, with an identity, with principles, beliefs, all this other stuff. And, you know, with that, like, them talking, it's not really an avatar of you into the world. You're just playing the adventure of someone with a control. Like, you're controlling another person, pretty much. So it kind of, so when those are, like, fully voice acted and stuff like that makes sense, and you know, like, you don't feel any kind of weird way about being referred to as that character, because it's not you. But when you play an MMO or an RPG or an MMORPG, where it is an avatar of you, in a sense, into the world, then you feel less connected, the less you're recognized as such. You know, you're not recognized as an individual as well. But, and most video games, because, and a lot of MMOs, WoW being the prime example, there's a lot of voice acting, especially in the latest expansions. It didn't used to be, like, there was a lot of quest text back in the day. But in the latest expansions, the newer expansions, there's been a lot of voice acting.
So they have to come up with these like catch-all terms for your character, and because of that, you feel it's less significant, you feel less valued, you feel less recognized as an individual for your achievements, which kind of sucks, but you understand the limitation because of voice acting. And for the longest time, I never saw voice acting as a limitation. I saw it as a boon to a game, and I thought like, if a game didn't have voice acting, that was a bad thing. But to be honest, if anything, this game punctuates why it's actually kind of better, in an MMO setting in particular, not to have voiced dialogue. Because a voiced dialogue, you can't possibly voice every potential title or line. Well, you could, but it would be a huge budget. Because that voice actor will be sitting in a booth saying the exact same line with one word difference all fucking day. And depending on the MMO, that could be like 89 plus different variants of titles depending on what a character did. So that could be really nuts and expensive. So that is a constraint that if you're going to do voice acting in a setting like this with again a self-made and established character that you're implementing into the world that does unique things and should earn unique or different titles from other people. So it's much cheaper and easier to just take out the voice acting where it doesn't need to be, so your character can be acknowledged as an individual. And it works brilliantly here. And they still have voice acting. It's just in those voice acting sequences they do need to use the catch-all terms and stuff. But again, like the non-voice sections with how they recognize your character as an individual through his individual actions, behaviors, everything else, it adds such significance to the game that cannot be understated, I don't think. And it feels great. It feels great. I gotta say, like, playing through the story felt that much better when I felt like I was acknowledged as an individual character. No, I really like that aspect. So, FF14 does a really, really good job with this. And I can't really think of many other MMOs that handle it as well. Because a lot of them, again, had that same philosophy I had not too long ago, where, like, voice acting enhances the game. But though voice acting is not an objective superior form of a game. Like having voice sections is cool. It's good. It's good to have voices you can attach to a character. It makes it feel more realistic. But what you gain in quality, so to speak, of like the production, you lose in the quality of the player's unique experience. I hope I'm making sense, but I don't know. I feel like the way FF14 does it is kind of like the perfect cross-section of both worlds. Because they have those sections that are just dialogue that they can modulate to respond to what the character is individually as a class, as a character that's achieved probably different things in the game. They can fit that into a modulating dialogue system where it's just text. And they can still also have the voice sections where they use catch-all terms. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's all I have time for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys had a great time. And again, if you have like a couple minutes to spare, please go check out the latest Machinima episode I uploaded yesterday. It's a lot of fun to do the Seamus stuff, and again, I think I did pretty good at putting that one together. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoy that. Hope you guys have an amazing evening, day, morning, whatever it is for you guys. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.